Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today on Tamper with the Plan. In this video, we will be planning in my April planner, which I took the end of the week of March and put it into my April planner. Sometimes planner gals will use it and keep it in March. I went ahead and put it in my April planner because I am going into a big planner. Since I was going to a big planner anyway, I did go back to my sheet plans, which is when I was happiest using a planner. So we already did Sunday and Monday for this week. Now we are going to go Tuesday, April 1st. This week I'm just doing some bright kind of spring fun colors. And I will be using this teacher sticker book from Happy Planner. It's called Seasonal Type. Really beautiful spring stickers in here that I'm excited to use. And I grabbed some purple with gold stripes thin washi. I will link this washi below in case you're interested. It was actually very inexpensive for a ton of washi. I think I got 60 and it was well under $10. So very affordable for what you get. And I use that washi just to separate my sections. So I'm gonna do that right now. So let's get this washi on. It's kind of like a pinky purple. So anyway, I think it's gonna go really pretty with the stickers. The gold is almost like a copper gold too, which I really do like. It's super pretty. Copper rose gold. So now that I have that sectioned off, I have already counted ahead, and I showed how I set up this She Plans planner in a previous video. It's a printable planner, so I choose my own paper, and then I also kind of choose which pages to put where, like how to punch the page so that the timeline's now on the outside instead of on the inside. Those are things that you get to do when you print a planner. Some little personalization. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna divide this one. I didn't do this previously, but just want to add like a little extra box there. Okay, so for my main page where I have my timeline, I have been just this week adding the same washi onto the page, and I kind of am separating sections as well, but it also pulls together the color, which I like. It makes me think as if a planner had decorative sections, you know, decorative color sections, like Happy Planner used to do some of that. So if you haven't seen my previous videos, a 2-page daily is what I use. And I use that because it's actually 5 planners in one planner. I'm gonna white out these first 3 times because I don't start planning until 9 a.m. And I use these as my top 3 for the day. This section is my weather section, and those wouldn't be separate planners. But the 5 planners that I have in here are my timeline time blocking planner, my household and cleaning planner, which used to be 2 planners actually, so we could count those as 3. We have my wellness planner up here, work planner through here, my boys list planner, which did used to be a separate planner, and this is just kind of like extra things that happen planner. So 5 planners in one 2-page daily. Instead of flipping around through different planners, I like this so much better. It's working out really well. And now that we have that started, let's get into our stickers. So let's make sure. I don't think this has, not really for this one either. This is what we're talking about here. Look how pretty they are. The other thing is, a lot of teacher sticker books have the bigger stickers for a big Happy Planner. I'm guessing the teacher planners in the big size are maybe pretty popular, so they go ahead and do that. Do we have boxes in here? I might have to, oh, we do. Okay, so we have some boxes and everything. Really fun. Okay, I'm gonna grab this box, and even though obviously St. Patrick's Day is over, this says let go and grow. Let me put that over on this side. We're just gonna cover the clover there with this floral sticker, like this. Then it gives you a box cluster, and then you don't have to do anything with that clover that was there. And it still looks really pretty. I like that. Big stickers, they're taking up a lot of space already. It's nice. Okay, this is Life is Good, really pretty. And what do we want to go with that? Maybe, I kind of like the green again. We're gonna have to do a similar thing where we cover up the clover though. Okay, we will start that up here in the wellness section and put the decoration down into the work section. Not quite straight. Okay, that looks better. Okay, what else do we have in here? I think maybe you're supposed to write them out. I don't know, actually. I'm going to use some of these just for decoration. We have a things to do. I like that. Let's grab that out. Should we bring the pink? Yeah, I think we should. So we're going to do a write it down kind of over here in my time block section, which matches those flowers. What else? Because, all because of the flowers. I just want some over here, so it's okay. I'm gonna put these here. Write it down. Okay, and then maybe things to do in this darker green over here. Let's see what else we have. Oh, good. We have flowers. That's perfect. Oh, okay. We have a lot, actually. All right. So let's do Choose Joy. Oh, don't rip it. I did rip it. I meant to pull it up more carefully. Okay. Choose Joy. We'll put it up here. Oh. I'm like, don't rip it, and then I rip it. It's okay. Choose Joy there. That is super cute. Look at that sticker. I love it. Okay, and then, let's see. Spring Break. It's not, but that is a pretty sticker. I mean, actually, it might be Spring Break. I don't even know. We homeschool, so we don't actually do a spring break. We'll put it there. Okay. What else? This is really cute, but I think it's too big for what we have left. Okay, and then we go into summer. So I'm going to actually grab out these pages. These are all the spring pages. You guys may have seen me do this before. I just tear out the pages that I want to work with, and I can always put them back in. A lot of pages fall out anyway, like you can see up here. I might have torn those out, but anyway, pages fall out anyway. I'm going to save these for another day because I love that mustard. It's really pretty. So let's see what else we can do here. I'll save that. I'm saving that. I guess we could do a couple of flags. Okay, I know this is a clover. I know it is not March anymore. but I want it to kind of look like a flower for them. I wish I'd grab these, you know, during March. Even though we don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day, I do like to have like some of the seasonal decorations in my planner. I just think they're pretty. So it could have been cute. Whoops, let's go. Okay. Oh, look at this one. I am so lucky. That is so cute. All right. Let's check it out. Let's add some more florals here. Maybe one more. Definitely need, I think, florals down here. So we have maybe a circle. Let's bring this pink in. Look how cute that is. Or we could do this spring flower happy hour. Yeah, maybe this here. Okay. And we might do a teaching is a work of the heart. I mean, I'm a homeschool teacher, but I don't really care what it says anyway. I just think it's a cute color, so we're gonna use it. Okay, so that kind of finishes that out. Maybe something here. I'm thinking one of these small quotes. Or what? We can go back with the florals, maybe a couple. I could also do back checklist. What I want to do, let's get a checklist on actually here. So I love that there's not so many icons. Sometimes there's just an overwhelming number of these little check things in Happy Planner sticker books. It has made me crazy in the past. I guess I'm doing the top row, which is all hearts, and then that gives me like one of each color, which I like. They are always really cute to add color though. And I think we'll do the gold one, and then we'll only one of the gold ones. We don't need all three. All right, cute. Still something over here. And I think we'll just do like a branch with maybe 2 flowers. A clover and a flower. I'm gonna get away with this one. So let's see here. Clover. Floral. Maybe this one. It's coming up. Okay. Where did you come from? And then let me just this little guy to fill it in here. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. So I think that that is pretty good. I might grab one of these flags because I just don't want, maybe 2 of them. I don't want so much left for the next time I use this book. So let's see. And do a pink over here, I think. It's just kind of floating there alone, so I'm gonna add something to it. We'll figure out in a second what. Okay. I forgot we had some of these. So let's use some of these. These say things like faculty meeting, lesson plan, but I don't pay attention to what they say. I'm just getting color on here. Let's do a green lesson plan here. I'll do a couple over here. We have grades due. Maybe up here. Even though this is where the weather goes, it's okay. And then progress reports. Up here in the corner. No, maybe here. Again, just for color. May not need color there. Maybe over. Where do you want to go? We can do it there. Okay. The last thing that I'm going to do is get a different washi that can work, and then all of these are going back in to the book, just kind of stuck in there. And then the next time around, I'll use these mustard colors. You know, add some more of those. I kind of feel like I should use one more circle so there's not so much left. And we can use this dark green, so we don't have a lot of it over here. And we'll put it here. Maybe we'll put the flag on it a little. Let's see. And there's no circles over here. Why do I do that? Circle down there. We'll move the flag. Okay, so that is looking actually pretty cute to me. So I think we're done. All of these stickers are going to go back in. And I am just going to top it off with a different washi because it's really plain here and that's going to help, and it's plain down here, so it will help. So let's see what washi we have that can kind of go with it. Nothing too crazy. I think I'm just going to go with this star washi again that I used, I think, for Sunday. It's kind of subtle. It doesn't detract too much from the design. So I like that, but it does add a little color where there is lacking. If I can find where it starts. Where do we start here? There we go. It ripped last time, I remember that now. Okay. So yeah, just a touch of color up here. And then touch of color here. Okay, and the other side. So I had a little interruption, but I added the washi in the 3 places, like I always do, 3 places, top, bottom, middle, somewhere in the middle-ish. I did add a couple stickers up here just to give it a little more. The washi wasn't quite enough. And did I do anything else? I don't. Oh, I did add a science fair down here. Again, I don't really care what the stickers say. I like the gold and the florals. And like, you know, lesson plan, progress report, grades due, faculty meeting. They're just cute pops of color there. So I don't really need them to say, I mean, I never read them after I'm planning. Once I'm planning, I never read these. I just look at my sections to plan. Now, I did want to point out real quickly that I did make some small columns, you know, with some of these bigger stickers. The reason it's not as frustrating to me to have that in the big planner is because I still have all this space down here and everywhere else. So even if I make a couple small sections for myself, I still have plenty of room to write. Whereas in the classic planner, whether I made small sections or not, I would run out of room to write. And I had to use those extra pages, which would have been fine if it wasn't every day. Once it's every day, I'm kind of telling myself, this is just too small, it's not going to work. So do what works. And the sheet plans worked. And that's why we're back in the sheet plans. So just a little explanation. Teaching is a work of the heart. Just all of these stickers, whatever they say, I do not care. I just think the cute color and bringing it together is why I use them. So this is ready to go back into the planner. And I think it turned out actually really cute. I like the amount of stickers that I used, even though it is a lot. Also, the reason I do use those stickers like that, because I'm not actually a teacher, but I thought the sticker book was cute at one time whenever I purchased it, I wouldn't use them if I had to wait until they made sense. So those stickers would just go to waste, which is just silly. So, cute faculty meeting sticker, which would be me talking to myself because I'm homeschool mom. Science fair, I mean, we do science projects, but not science fair. Those stickers, cute color. I would never use them if I just waited until they made sense. So I put them in and I really like how this turned out. This is Tuesday. Stay tuned because we're going to be doing the rest of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all in a spring theme, but different books each day, but still using one book per day. So all of these pages, I was able to use a single book for the entire day. So that is exciting. I love doing that. It is my favorite if I can do that. And we will do Wednesday in the next video. And I do have some fun content that I'm working on. Well, I think it's fun. So check back for all of that stuff. But thanks so much for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.